body body, work your body body, work your body body. Y'all I wanna work your body body, work your body body, work your body body. Yeah.
Alright, so this is Eras and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. So far we have covered how to produce baby scratches, and an in-depth on how to produce a bit of some few patterns. Now today I'll be walking you through how to create a stab scratch. For those that don't know, a stab scratch is mainly, it has been seen or used by people that use controllers. That is when a person pushes the platter and then cuts the sound, producing a sharp and quick sound. So they do this by either cutting sound while pushing the platter in front. In Virtual DJ you can do this by using forward scratch and then using the Q button. That means you produce the forward the forward movement scratch and then cut the sound. In this case we don't cut the sound actually. For us we just go back to the beginning. So this is how it would sound in Virtual DJ. Now you'll get different sound for the type of scratch you're using. It's the same as the controller. In the controller, if you push it forward very fast to produce a sharper sound than when you push it slower. So in this case, Virtual DJ, our case is different. We make sure either we are using a longer scratch or a shorter. That is the 60 ms or 120 ms or 240 ms. So you would have something of the sort. Then this is a different one. No, actually that's the same. I'm using 60 on 2. Then there is that also. That is around 120. So it's about preference. Now let's begin the configuration bit of this. So for configuration we shall require, so let's start with this. For my case I used 1, then I used X, then the usual C for the Q. So this is the forward scratch, then go back to Q1, then play. So how to set that up? Go to configuration as usual. Then now for those who went through the scratch tutorials, we have the back scratch and then the forward scratch. So you'd have maybe Z and X. Z for back scratch, X for forward scratch. Then you'd have, so this would be, I think you all know how to set up the scratching bit of this. Then you'd have the Q next to, as covered in the previous tutorials. Now the only difference is, what we didn't talk about was the 1. So my 1, in most cases 1 would be looping as per default Virtual DJ, but I switched my 1 to go to Q, meaning no matter what I do, after I've done that, whenever I press 1, I'll be sent back to Q.1. So even if I moved a number of times using the scratch button and I clicked 1, I'll be brought back to Q1. That enables me to play without, because if I moved and tried to play, it would try to create a Q somewhere else. So that means I would have to return, no matter what I did, I would have to return to Q1 to play it. So that is what simplifies that. So when you scratch, go back to 1, play. Forward scratch, go back to 1, play. So you keep doing this until it becomes simpler to you, or it becomes more of a routine. So as you can see, forward scratch, go back, play. Forward scratch, go back, play. Now there are settings where you can do all this in just one button, but the difference is, if you did that in one button using maybe, because you can add all this up, Virtual DJ allows you to do this. You can say scratch, then you say and something of the sort. Scratch, then after that go back to Q1. Virtual DJ will do that for you. You just have to press one button and does the rest. But the difference is you will not be able to produce the kinds of patterns you want, because it will be the same sound. But in this case you can actually use it to create your own beats. So you can create a difference here. So just by doing this, so another way to make this simpler for you, it will be like you're scratching, but instead of using the back scratch, this time use the one. Instead of going back scratch, just use it to go back to Q1, then you can play. So that is how you can produce the stab scratch. A lot of you have been requesting for how to do this. Well, I will have to create a clearer tutorial on that enables you to understand this concept, because it also takes a little bit of, it's not that complex, but it takes a little bit of practice, same as this. So for now, I would like us at least to first get the hang of this, because most people will do this then forget to go back to Q1 and they will end up missing the beat. So let me give an example of playing this live. This is how it will come into play. So now that is using the 120. Then we can also use the 60. To depend on how you want it to sound, you can decide to also change it to 240. Let's see what will happen if we use the 240. So I'll change, since I'm only using the forward scratch for now, let me do 240 and see how that would sound. So this would be $240. Does not sound that good, so I'll go back to my 120. So surprisingly, you change to some songs and you'd find the 220 sounding way better than the 120. I mean the 240 sounding far better than the 120 and the 60. So it just depends on the song you are playing. So for now, that is it for the stab scratch. So now what I'm doing is I'm adding it to, you can actually add it into the baby scratches as long as you come back to baby scratches plus the stab scratch. You can see sometimes the fail come back to the Q1 and that's why it fails to play. So you have to make sure no matter what you do, you come back to this. So that is it for the stab scratch. I hope you enjoy this, and for those that have not subscribed, please remember to subscribe. We have a lot more tutorials coming your way. For those that requested for the backspin scratch, I'll be working on that in the shortest time possible. Thank you for viewing.